I tell them about Puss Scott. You know Puss Scott, don't you? He lived on the street that you used to live on. Am I on Periscope? Praise the Lord, Periscope. Pastor Angelo O. Jones, heaven's best. Clinton, Maryland. You better be glad you're on. Because you're going to learn some things. Periscope. You're going to get your followers. Call your cousin up and tell them to tune in. Call your auntie, your uncle, and your grandmama, and your granddaddy up. Tell them that we are on. Dealing with the supernatural power of God. Now, I want to tell you, I have a young man here right now, and I'm giving this testimony for him because he was shot back in May, was it, Will? In May? He was shot in May a couple times. But I want him to hear this. Will, I went down to North Carolina a couple of weeks ago, and I ran into a fellow I hadn't seen in years, named Puss Scott. Hugged him and greeted him, so on. So I got in the car, I got back in the truck with my family, and I drove across town. I ran into another guy that I know, and I told him that I saw Puss Scott. Here's what happened to Puss Scott. Puss Scott loved to smoke crack. So one of the drug dealers in town came to Puss and said, if you let me come into your house and cook up these rocks, I'll give you 3 rocks that's yours for free. Now, Puss was renting the house from his nephew. His nephew owned the house. So he said, yeah, man, give me 3 rocks and come on in here and cook up the drugs for sale. So he went in the house, and while he's cooking, Puss' nephew comes up. He thinks something's going on, and he starts peeping through the window. So while he's peeping through the window, he see them cooking up the drugs. So they said instead of Puss' uncle coming in and getting him, putting them out, he called 911. He called the police on him. Police come to the house, goes inside, and arrests both of them. His uncle and the guy that was cooking up the drugs. You got me? So they go to jail. The drug dealer asked Puss to take the fall. Take the fall. Puss said, no, I'm not going to take the fall. He said, no, man, I need you to take this fall, man. He said, no, I'm not going to take it. So anyway, Puss didn't take it. So the drug man with all the money had his drug boys to bail both of them out. So bailed them out. Now get this. So the drug boy that was in jail room came to Puss and said, tell you what, man, we're going to go to a root doctor. I never heard of criminals using that. Y'all ever heard of the boys in the hood using that one? Told, we're going to take you to a root doctor so we can get these troubles off of the root doctor's going to work some magic and get these criminal charges off of us. So that's how they got Puss into the car. But guess what? They got Puss in the car, told him a lie. They were not going to a root doctor. They put Puss in the car because they were going to murder him for not taking the fall. So guess what they did? They got Puss in the car and they're down in Roland Rapids, North Carolina. You hear me? Down 95 South. They put him in the car and they told Puss, we're going to kill you. We got you now. So they drove all the way to New York City. Pulled up under a bridge. True, you hear me? The guy that I was hugging 2 weeks ago. So they pulled up under the bridge, got Puss out the car, and emptied his pockets, and then they put some rocks in his pocket. Boom! They put 9 bullets in Puss. 9. And left him for dead. Got back in their car, drove back to North Carolina. When they got down there, they called their homies up in New York. Had they found the body yet? Had they talked about it yet? And their boy said, yeah, they found him, but he ain't dead, he's alive. And he told them who you are. Identified all y'all. And they arrested him. But here it is, Puss is still alive. Puss is still alive. But the guy said to me, he said, 9 bullets, and it didn't change his life. 9 bullets and he's still alive. And guess what? He ain't going to nobody's church. He still ain't got no relationship with the Lord. and lived through 9 bullets on the bridge in New York City. The boy said, if someone had put 9 bullets in me, his friend, if someone had put 9 bullets in me, I'd be in church every time the door opened. But he's not. You hear me? And he's alive. God got a purpose for you. If you got 2 bullets and you're alive, there's a reason that you are not dead, man. There's a reason for it. You don't know the reason yet, but you can find out the reason if you were to listen. You have a destiny, Will. You have a destiny. And you will never get to that destiny until you listen and see what the Lord has for you. You can't move that right arm since you got shot. And Satan wants you to never move that right arm as long as you live. But that ain't what the Lord wants. He wants you doing everything you want. You hear me, man? It'll happen for you, but you gotta want it. You gotta want it bad enough. When I was dying from smoking crack all night, dying from being on a crack binge all night with my boys, ran home and the sun came up to take a shower, and I can't even swallow my own saliva. I'm dying. I know I'm dying. And God told me I was dying. This is where you want to go out. You want them to find you laying down here? Is this what you want to leave as a legacy to your children? Huh? Is this what you want to leave to your family? No, I said. You let me live. I ain't going back no more. You let me live, change my whole life. Give God praise up here. So that was for you, Will. You got your 15 minutes of ministry right for you, because I see something in you. And another thing, Sean, if you don't know how to do it, then Beverly will help you. Put me on his phone on Periscope so he could hear me do the war against black on black crime. Because I'm dealing with black men shooting black men, but I'm dealing with it spiritually. I'm dealing with it. I'm tired of our brothers getting shot up and going to prison. And I'm doing it real big, man. I'm going to Chicago, I'm going to New Orleans, I'm going to all the major cities. And I'm going to have an army with me, but I ain't going to handle like Black Lives Matter. That ain't my thing, that's theirs. I'm on Periscope. Just put Pastor Angelo O. Jones on Periscope. Put your phone number in and follow me. You need to hear what I'm dealing with. Y'all need to see what it's doing to the children in the community. Another thing, that boy Devon Washington that was shot by that boy the day before Easter at Deanwood Station. And me and Miss Long went down to Deanwood. And I walked through, I sat in the same seat as Devontae Washington sat in the same booth. And I started crying, walking through how that boy walked in. You know me from somewhere? Boom. In front of his mom, and then went downstairs and when they was stuck that knife into him. But last night, they had a play at Blue. And the play was for Devontae Washington. And all the proceeds went to his family. His mom and dad was dead. I'm tired of candlelight visuals. I'm going to say it again. I don't like candlelight visuals. I don't like prayer visuals. You know why? Because it's always after the death. It's always, oh, we so pitiful. Here we go. Devil smiling and laughing every time he sees us in a candlelight visual. No, we got to do something for the visual. You hear me? Yes. Anyway, y'all, I wasn't going into that, but we all been through some stuff. And I thought that he needed to hear it, okay? Now, Father, in the name of Jesus, help me right now. As I give you this real quick, help me, Lord God. Use me in Periscope. Get your people online. I'll give you some serious information that you need to live with. Now, I told you we're going to be about healing people, right? More than ever, didn't I? I said we're going to be about deliverance. I'll get to you. I said about deliverance, right? Right? Say it, Juliet. What was it?
Friday night,
Yeah, Friday night. Yeah.
I walked out my apartment building.
Yeah.
Go get a cigarette, right?
Okay, go get a cigarette. No, we're still praying for you.
But anyway, I walk out my apartment building, go get a cigarette. As I walk out the door, here comes this car up the street. T-shirt and put holes in it. And had it over his face.
Over his face with a t-shirt. Oh, that's a good one.
And he was leaning outside the car and he pulls out a K2.
Gotcha, K2.
And all the boys were standing over the alley, about 20 of them, right?
Yeah.
So I walked out my apartment building. God sends me out this apartment building because when I walked out, the car was coming up the street and he was leaning outside the car. He pulls out a K2 and shots over where all the boys standing, about 25 of them.
And he just shot into the crowd.
Shot to the crowd, but as he started to shoot, I hollered, y'all watch out. I warned
you. You warned him.
God sent me out there. God didn't send me out there. He would have killed all 25 of some years, right? When he pulled the gun out to shoot over in the crowd, right?
Yeah.
I walked out the building. As I was coming out, he pulls out the gun and starts shooting. And I said, y'all watch out.
Okay.
He shoots over the crowd. Everybody started scattering, right?
Gotcha.
Okay, he shoots off. One person got hit over in this crowd, right?
Okay.
Shots off all three of his fingers laying on the ground.
Hold on, stop right there. Somebody had 3 fingers laying on the ground because shot off. One bullet probably did that.
One bullet.
Right.
And a big hole.
A big hole.
All his pain off
in his hand.
And the bullets was this long.
Excuse me, I want to ask you something. Did a white man shoot him? I said, did a white man shoot him?
I couldn't see that.
Did a brown man shoot him? Excuse me. Did an Indian shoot him?
No.
Hold on. Did a red man shoot him? Did a yellow man shoot him? You know who shot him.
Right, a black man. Let me tell you this. So when I yelled to tell them to watch out, why? After he sprayed them, I said, watch out. He turned around at me.
At you?
Oh, Jesus.
I swear.
No, look, he did.
I looked
a demon
right
was with him.
At him.
You looked right at him.
They
aimed at you.
Aimed at me. And God say die. And I died on the ground. And he sprayed where I was at 20 times. They count all of them.
He don't care about shooting a woman. What do he care about shooting a woman? They shoot women and children every day throughout America.
He goes down the hill from 37th place, goes down 37th Street.
Gotcha.
And shoots up 2 people. Just going drive-bys.
Just doing them.
Yes.
2 blocks away, he go down and shoot 2 more people.
No, right around the corner.
Oh, right around the corner.
From 37th place to 37th Street.
In Northeast D.C.?
South.
Oh, in Southeast D.C.
Okay, when I goes in the house, I see on news, you know that chief police of D.C. right?
Yeah.
Talking where somebody's going around all the hoods just shooting up people.
Oh, someone just go around all the hoods just shoot. Now, Juliet, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Now. Here's what you got to do right now. Say Jeremiah 16:16.
Jeremiah 16:16.
Say Jeremiah 16:16.
Jeremiah 16:16.
Behold, I will send for the fishers, for many fishers.
I will send for many fishers
and fish them.
And fish them.
And I will send for the hunters.
And I will send for the hunters.
And hunt them.
And hunt them.
Out of the hills and out of the mountains.
Out of the hills and out of the mountains.
And out of the rocks they're hiding in.
And out of the rocks they're hiding in.
For I am the Lord thy God.
For I am the Lord thy God.
And I see all of their ways.
And I see all of their ways.
So they are now caught.
They are now caught.
In Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name.
Then give him praise then. Spiritual. That's how we sound. Now, if you ever been raped, a lot of women have been raped through ministry, they've told me. And guess what? Many of them have had problems for many years because of the rape. The rape spirit is still messing with them psychologically, mentally, emotionally, and so on and so on. You got me? A lot of women. Some women got an abortion because they were raped. They got pregnant by the rapist. You hear me? Now this just came out. This is and I won't send fire to this. I'm going to fight this. I'm going to start fighting this. There are a lot of women that's been raped all over America, all colors, all creeds, rich and poor have been raped. Look at Baylor University. All those football players just raping co-eds down there. If you've been raped, I've got some news for you. More than 90% of the victims know the rapists. This is why I tell you, be careful of who you're hanging with. 90% of the women know who raped them, know them before they got raped. Not always a stranger. Not more than 90% of the women that get raped know that fool. You hear me? Hold up. Get this. In a 12-month period, 780,000 women were raped. Why is that they can't keep up with those rape kits? You got these women suing because the rape kits are sitting for years. You were raped in 1999 and they ain't got to your kit yet. 780,000 and it's not even a year up yet. 780,000 in a 12-month period last year. 780,000 women were victimized. Hold on now. Guess what? Hold on. Women. The rapes, many of them were either alcohol related or drug related. Do you hear me? Or drug related. Be careful who you hang with. Do you know how many girls went to get high with some people and got raped by several men in the house? Who am I talking to here? Huh? Do you know that? Do you know that little bitty girl, 4 and 3-year-old, some drunk relative came in the house and raped them in their bedroom? And the church is not going to mention it. Now get this. Okay, women. A woman goes with one of her best friends to a restaurant. She's sitting in the restaurant, will have a nice meal with one of her best friends. When she turns her head, homeboy drops a drug in her drink. Man, like homeboy, one of her best friends, drops a drug in her drink. He got plans. 3 girlfriends out for the evening. One of them saw him drop the drug in. Turned to her friend and said, hey, he just put a drug. I saw him drop something in her drink. So they wait until the woman gets up from the table and excuses her to go to the women's room. So when she goes to the women's room, the women follow her and get there and say, Miss, do not touch that drink. I just saw the menu with, she said, looked like they were on a first date. So the woman said, looked like they were on their first date. Said, Miss, I saw the man at your table drop something in your drink. She said, what? He's one of my best friends. So guess what? She comes out, and they stall till the police come. They told the waiter, and sure enough, he had dropped a rape drug in his friend's drink. He is now under $1 million bond, 24 years old. Y'all hear me? How many girls hold on. We got a letter from a woman in Florida. Guess what? 2 friends, college educated. 2 friends, normal, on an airplane. I think it was from Michigan, but they're going to Florida to hang out for the week. Meet 2 guys. Meet 2 guys on the plane. They give them their card and say, look us up when you get to Florida. Bigger party. They don't know them. They get to Florida, what they do? Ring, ring, ring. Remember us? Yeah, we'll come out and get you. Took them out and dropped drugs in both their drinks. And guess what? One of them been in and out of the crazy house ever since. Her mind never got back right. And the other one, she's worse than that one. Mama told me. Y'all hear me? Both of them got messed up. Partying hard. Matter of fact, they can't even remember anything that happened 3 months prior to getting that thing into that drink. It's real, y'all. Now, here's what we're going to do. The 3 women told on 24-year-old, his name is Michael Shue, $1 million bond. Now, I'm going to say this to you right now. When they busted that boy in the restaurant, the girl said each table in the restaurant, everybody sitting there had a testimony that it happened to either their sister or a friend of theirs or somebody they knew. Everybody at the table said it happened to someone they knew. Who in here by hand it happened to somebody you knew where someone dropped a drug in their drink and did some funky stuff to them? 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's real. Hear me? You know how many guys sit at the bar and watch you get up to go dance? Bless you. And while you dance, they put something in your drink. Now you got that? Now, colon cancer. Say colon cancer.
Colon cancer.
Say you demon from hell.
You demon from hell.
Uh-oh. I'm going to teach you something about colon cancer that you didn't know. Now look at my body. Isn't this my right side? And this is my what side? Okay, you ready? Check this out. There's a question that comes to the hospital. And here's the question. The question is this. Why do some patients with colon cancer survive longer than others? Huh? How come? 2 years ago, at age 48, Lisa Glasgow had surgery for what was thought to be early stage colon cancer. I said 2 years ago, right? Here's what she said. Lisa said it had actually spread across my body. So at that point, they said it was stage 4 colon cancer, but not in the terminal sense. Not in the terminal sense means it's not going to kill me. Am I right? You have the cancer, it's in stage 4. Guess what? Stage 4 is, to me is terminal. Stage 4 cancer with anybody means what? A demon trying to do what to you? Kill you any day now. So guess what? Show how the doctors missed it. Now, said that it wasn't terminal. So she went under chemotherapy, you got me? Hold up. She had 6 months of chemotherapy. But early this year, the cancer returned. How many times I tell you the chemotherapy can't burn a demon out of your body?
That's right.
Chemotherapy, chemo radiation cannot radiate devils out of your body. Here she is. It comes back to her. But hold up, guess what? When it comes back again, it's a little different. So prompted another round of chemo. But guess what she said? She said, while she was getting treatment, she said, today is the halfway through mark. The side effects are hitting me a little bit harder than before. I'm in much more pain, much more discomfort. It seems to be worse than it was the first time. I thought they gave her radiation. Hold up now. So it's worse and it's back. Now, here we go. I'm going to teach you something right now. The doctor said her cancer has started on the right side of the colon, a location. I want you to know this, so if you ever go to a doctor, here's what I want you to know. The cancer started on the right side of her colon, which is a deadly side. They detect cancer on the right side of your colon. It's going to be more deadly than if they found it on the left side. Here's the reason. Here it is now. When I heard it, it blew my mind now. They said, today's study of patients with advanced colon cancer found those with tumors on the right side survived an average of 19 months. 19 months they survived. Do you hear me? But guess what? On the left side, they survived an average of 33 months. 19 months versus 33 months. On the left side with tumors. Patients with tumors on the right side tend to have fewer early symptoms. Hold on, now look at this demon. If the colon on the right side is more dangerous, how come the symptoms are barely there for the right side? They said it's hard to pick them up in the early stages. That's why you got so many deaths. It's hard to pick that demon up. Do you understand me? It's hard to pick that devil up. So look what she said now. It says that on the right side, it tends to have fewer early symptoms and are often diagnosed later. Later means when it's too late to save you. One reason, the polyps can be harder to spot during the colonoscopy on the right side than the left. Why? It said that many polyps are obvious. Now get this. On the left side, they can see your polyps better. You know why? Because they look more like mushrooms. They look more like mushrooms. But on the right side, they miss them because they're flat. You hear me? But wait till I give you the punchline. They're flat. One on the left like mushrooms, they're easy for them to see. Early and save them better, quicker. But hold on now, and more. Now get this. But the polyps on the right side tend to be fat, increasing the odds of being missed and eventually turning into cancer. So the polyps, they're looking for polyps. They're not cancerous yet. They're polyps on your colon. But if they don't find you in time, that polyp then will turn into a cancer devil. But hold on. Why is it that you can't find this? Now, guess what they said? Certain types of chemotherapy are more effective with cancers that start on the right side, but they can't find it in time, than the left. But guess what? Black people, got something to tell you. It said black people are more likely than whites to have right-sided colon cancer. That's a demon. Think about that. How is that possible? We're people. We all got red blood, right? How is it that the most dangerous one, the one on the right side, that's hard to project and hide it? You can be walking around with a daggone cancer in your right colon and you haven't gone to the doctor because he's hiding. He's hiding. But the one on the left, he's not hiding. Out there, see it. And guess what? And we have an early symptom. Do you hear me? But hold up now. They said black people have the worst one. We're more likely than white to have right-sided colon cancer. And guess what? Guess what now? Here's the last words of the reporter. And we are less likely to survive. I didn't say it. The doctor said it. He said we are less likely to survive. This is why you got to get spiritual. If you got demons, they can put something on your right side more than any race in the country. And if you got a demon putting something on your right side that the doctors can't pick up until it's too late at the time, and everybody else is getting them on the left side more than you, the side that's easy, what's with that? So, right now before you go home, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. And that's what I'm dealing with today. Before you go home for Father's Day, is your stomach. God wants your stomach to be healed. Do you want your stomach to be healed?
Yes.
Now, suppose there's a polyp devil. Hold on. Suppose there's a demon who's now in the form of a polyp, and you don't know it. Suppose there's a demon that's on your right side is a polyp, and you have no symptoms, you got no stomach problem, but guess what? He got plans for you. He's going to hide until he turns into a cancer. He's not going to give you any sign that he is in your colon on the right side. How about we dig him out? How about we shut him down from any side? In Jesus' name. Do you know how many people die of colon cancer? Have you any idea? Have you checked to see how many of us are dying of colon cancer every day with no cure? So here's what I want you to do. Everybody got a Bible? Yes. Turn to Matthew 10:1. Everybody. I want everybody with a Bible. You get ready to get your... What that thing they say in the hospital? Preventive medicine. You get ready to get some preventive service. Some preventive medicine. Get the Bible. I'm not going to keep you long. Get the Bible. I'm going home and enjoy my Father's Day by watching Stephen Curry crush LeBron.
No.
I said it.
No.
I said it. Crush LeBron, Stephen Curry. The Splash Brothers. Look. I told my wife, guess why LeBron gonna lose tonight? I said, I'm gonna come in here and rebuke LeBron.
Hey, man, hey, Pastor. Hey, Pastor.
I rebuke LeBron right now. That's it, game over.
You gotta find his mouthpiece first.
Steph Curry and Clay gonna work it tonight. So y'all know where Pastor's gonna be around 8:30 tonight.
You gotta find his mouthpiece.
Having a good time seeing LeBron go back to Cleveland as a loser. Show a hand. How many here want the Warriors to win? Let me see your hand. Let me see all the Warriors. Warriors, come out to play. Okay. Now let me see all the Cavalier fans up in here. Cavaliers, go home and shut the doors on. Now, get a Bible in your hand. Turn to Matthew 10:1. Get a Bible. Okay, but get a Bible. Get a Bible, because you don't need it right now. Get a Bible, everybody, including me. Hold up. God told me to tell you about Evangelist Eba. Church. I went on a spiritual retreat. I used to go to hotels and lock myself up for days with no television, no radio, nothing. And my family and the church was under instruction. Do not call me unless it's an emergency. And guess what else? I didn't open the blinds. I had the blinds closed, and I love sunshine. I don't like darkness. But I had the blinds shut, and I was in hotels, and I was being there like 3-4 days, So guess what? I go my first day into my spiritual retreat. I don't know if you remember, but I get under attack. My stomach starts hurting. My stomach is hurting. I mean, it's hurting bad. Real bad. So I'm like, on my first day, God, what's going on? Hurting so bad that I had to leave my retreat and go to the doctor. So I went down to my doctor, but I get down there and he's so busy that he can't see me. I'm glad he couldn't, because I decided to go to Southern Maryland Hospital to the emergency room. So I went to the emergency room, and when they checked me out, it's my colon. Pain, excruciating pain. The worst pain I ever had in my belly in my life. To drive me out of my spiritual retreat to a doctor, worst pain in my colon, right here. But hold up. So they tell me I got to get a colonoscopy. So they signed me up to get it. give me my appointment. So I go down the Waldorf to the colonoscopy people. I don't know nothing about that, what they going to do. I know they had to travel south. Oh yeah, in a big way. With witnesses. Female witnesses. Oh no! But it's too late. I'm dead. So they give me the colonoscopy thing. After it's over, they got bad news for me. Praise, they got bad news for me. Operating sign, wonders, and miracles. They come and tell me, your polyps done got so bad that the only thing that gonna heal you is surgery. I said, what? What? I ain't never heard that word in my life. For me. I said, hold on, Doc. I did it just like that. I said, Doc, just hold on a second. Because I got to take this in. I said, Doc, are you telling me that you got to cut my belly open and go in? She said, yeah. I stepped back. Cut me open and go into my colon. So I boldly remember who I was. I boldly remember who I belonged to. Amen. So the doctor, with all her experience, amen, I asked her a question. I said, Doc, has anyone ever come through this, been healed without surgery? She said, no, not one. No, not one. I said, not one? She said, nobody. In my entire career, and I've been doing this for a long time. So I stepped back and said, Doc, I got something to tell you. I said, Doc, I'm going to be the first one.
Glory. Glory.
I'm going to make history with you, Doc. I'm going to be the first one, Doc. I said, because, Doc, you're not going to cut my belly open. And Jesus is going to heal me. Guess what, y'all? And I went on back and Jesus did what? Healed. Jesus did what? Healed. Jesus healed me. I haven't had one stomach problem. How long ago was that? Probably 7 years ago. Not one thing. Do you understand me? They want to cut my belly and go. And I don't know if it's on the left side or the right side. I don't know. But guess what? He ain't on no side. Okay? Turn to Matthew 10:1. Get your Bible. And you did. I want you to put this on your child too. Because guess what, y'all? If God showed me this thing and I got that off, who in here knew about the right side, left side difference in the code before I just gave you that? Who in here knew? Nobody. Not one. Are you a medical doctor? Some doctors probably don't even know it if they're working on your feet. Your right side is mostly us. And the right side, he can hide. He can hide and then try to kill you later. Woo. Woo. And mostly us. So that's a curse. Y'all, that's a curse. He's chosen us. That's a curse. Recognize the curse for you, Angela. That's a curse, Angela. And said that we are less likely to survive when he come into your colon. Ready? Now, from my colonoscopy and from my pain, I believe that the colon is more on your left side. Help me out. Or is it in the middle? I believe it's more to the left side. And he has a right side and he has a left side. Hear me? But here's what, hold on, God just got me. Get what side it is. Put this on your belly. God said, don't care what side you're on. The word can take care of everything in your belly. He said, just put it on your belly. Everybody got the word on their belly? Yeah. Trinity, I don't believe you in praise don't have the Bible on your belly. Girl, please, I'm trying to save you some problems later on in life, woman. I'm trying to save you, woman. Then you put your hand up and get a Bible. Put your hands up, all these Bibles, I'm trying to save you. This is real. Excuse me, y'all. This is real. This ain't play stuff. I'm not just whistling Dixie here. I'm trying to go in the spirit realm that God showed me to keep you from having to deal with a demon called cancer hiding in your right side of your colon. This is real. You want a doctor telling you can't survive? You want a doctor telling you there was no early detection of it, and by the time we found it, it was benign? See how people dying for lack of knowledge.
Amen.
You're not going to die early up in here. You're going to have long life. You are not going to have premature death sitting up in a casket because a demon was hiding on the right side of your colon or anywhere else in your stomach. I'm serious about this. I'm very serious. I'm very serious about this. I'm so sick of churches having funerals every month, 2 a month. I don't know what to do. Who? Yeah, please, everybody got to have one. Preachers, everybody. Everybody. Children, everybody.
Where's your brother?
This is for all of you.
Where's your Bible?
Get him one. Get him one. Joshua, get that Bible on you. Michael, get that Bible on your belly, man. That's right. Get it, Michael. Don't blame you, Michael. Run and get it, Michael. Michael, how old are you? He said he know how to put a Bible on his 7-year-old belly. There you go. Come on, y'all. This is real. You're not going to be around here with stomach problems. And by the way, I just talked to a woman with severe stomach problems. Severe. Hold on. Y'all remember the little girl whose belly was this big when she came in here the other Sunday? Y'all saw it, didn't y'all see her? She had lost 20 pounds one time. Came back, she lost 20 more, didn't she? And demon was where? In her what? And she knew it. Did she know it? She was vomiting almost every day. Did she say that? And guess what? All the doctors she went to, what they tell her? We can't find anything. She was right here in your face last Sunday. Last Sunday she was standing here in your face. And her belly, with her little slim, skinny self, and the belly, she said, done protruded out there. You saw her belly, didn't you? Did we lay this on her belly? And she fell out. When she got back up, you remember what happened to her? Her belly was flat as I don't know what. Y'all hear me? Y'all saw it with your own eyes last Sunday. Got up with a flat belly, didn't she? Okay, here we go. Well, I'm ready to start letting y'all go. Okay, here we go. Because we'll be done with everything before 2. I'm about to be out the door. Huh?
Anyone left this Bible here last week?
Whose Bible is that right there? Anyone's Bible? It's a pretty Bible. We'll belong to it. Okay, just hold on to it and we'll show it again. Now, here we go. Woo. Now, in your belly. Let me hear you say supernatural. Supernatural. Say supernatural medicine. Supernatural medicine. A man said last night that laughter is what? Like a medicine? Right? Like a medicine, right? I said laughter is like a medicine. I was told, and I didn't know this, hospitals are now giving heart patients laughing gas. Oh, y'all don't learn stuff up here y'all don't know nothing about. The churches all over there don't know jack about what's going on in the medical field. They could care less. But God told me search it out and deal with it. They're giving them laughing gas. Then y'all think they're only ones that's getting a tooth pulled and get it? The dentist the only one giving out laughing gas. No, not anymore. Guess why they're giving out laughing gas? Because they said that the laugh and get the patients to laugh and it strengthens their heart. You hear me, y'all? The Bible been said it, didn't it? The Bible says it's like a medicine, didn't it? Okay. Now, some of y'all need to laugh more. Seriously. Some of y'all need to come out of depression, come out of worry, come out of fear, and start laughing. Y'all hear me? I'm a laughing son of a gun. Do you hear me? I'm a laughing son of a gun. Huh? Huh? Oh, thank you, honey. I forgot that thing every week. Look, y'all need to laugh more. We're going to do preventive surgery on your belly, your esophagus, kidneys, pancreas. Oh, a doctor ever say you have pancreas cancer? Guess what? He's giving you a death sentence. Almost 99% of the patients that get pancreas cancer die. A man, hold on, a woman retired, 65, retired after like 45 years on her job a few months ago. 45 years working for a person, working hard, faithful, working. She retired. And guess what? 1 month out of retirement, she was dead. Guess what happened? Cancer showed up that she didn't even know she had. And once they caught it, it killed her in 1 month. You done worked 45 years. You hear me, y'all? You're not going to have none of that in your family. This is not just for you. This is for your bloodline. This is going to go into your belly, into the belly of your family. Your genealogy. You hear me? I'm fighting for your family. I ain't just fighting for you. In the supernatural, I'm fighting for your family. I don't want you to be healed and you got siblings sicked up. I don't want you to be healed and you got grandchildren and great-grandchildren and nieces and nephews jacked up, sick. Aunts and uncles, mamas and daddies. Ready? Okay. Father, we're ready to be healed. Oh, he told me your large intestines and your small intestines.
Yes, Lord.
How about this? Your liver.
Yes, yes.
I said kidneys. Hold on, what else is in the belly? Help me out. Anything I named it? Gallbladder? Okay, gallbladder. I said pancreas. Okay, I think we got everything in the belly. Delphine, she must really gotta go. Okay. She must really got to go. Hurry up, Delphine. Yeah. Gotcha. What? Hold on. You're telling me that the woman said that people are calling the hospital to check on people, and the hospital telling them that they're discharged when they're really not? I told you there's a whole lot of issues going on with the hospital. We're going to deal with it. Okay, now, you do have this in your belly, right? Father, in the name of Jesus, every part of your stomach. Yeah, I'm waiting for her now. Here she comes. All right. She went quick. Good girl. Come on. Hold up, Miss Long. Gene Upshaw. Some of you don't know that name. We met him in the airport while we was going out to get demons out of our house across the country. We met Gene Upshaw. Gene Upshaw was a great big NFL star for the Oakland Raiders. Not only that, but he became the players' representative for the NFL. I know the NFL. What do you call it? Huh? I'm the Players Association. He the main. We ran into Gene Upshaw and talked to him. Ms. Lauren. He found out he had cancer where? In the pancreas. And he was dead 2 weeks before he died. So, You're hearing this news for the first time, and it kills you in 2 weeks. Gene Autry died in 2 weeks after he heard it. This ain't happening to nobody. You hear me?
No, Aretha Franklin was dealing with the same thing.
Aretha Franklin's dealing with what? No, she isn't. Hold on, you telling me that the Queen of Soul is dealing with pancreatic cancer right now?
They have diagnosed her with it within the last couple of years.
When I met her last September in Detroit, she didn't look well. She didn't. When I talked to her, I gave her my flyer. I said, I said, we already signed Wonders and Miracles, Miss Franklin. I ain't heard from her, did I? In the name of Jesus. Father, right now by the power of God. Father, I pray right now that the word, the spirit on your word, leap off every Bible, every page in this church. And that it would jump off the page because the spirit cannot be contained. Every demon of cancer, tumors, polyps, every demon in our bowels, every demon in every organ in your belly, Lord, release your word to enter into our bellies, down to the very root of every weapon of sickness and disease. The ones that's hiding that the MRI can't find, the X-ray can't see, that the stethoscope can't listen to, that the blood test can't reveal. Go into our bellies, Lord God. Let the word move. Woo. In the name of Jesus, move. Move in and out. Move to the front. Move to the back, move to the side, move all around, top to bottom. In the name of Jesus. Everybody that's been dealing with that demon where you want to throw up, what do you call it again? Say it to me, y'all know what it is. Huh? Acid reflux. Acid reflux devils are leaving you right now. Huh? Ulcers are leaving your body right now in the name of Jesus. Hold up. Bowel problems are leaving you right now. Constipation leaving. Diarrhea leaving. Uncontrollable bowels leaving right now. You won't have to wear a diaper to go out in public. Because you can't handle your poop or your pee. You hear me? In the name of Jesus. Oh, there it is. Feel it, y'all. Come on. Take it. Receive it. Believe and receive. Come on, believe and receive. I got about 10 minutes. I'm done for the day. Come on. Take it.
Hallelujah.
Hold up. God told me to say this. Are you ready? Are you ready to say this? Yes. Say this same healing. As going into my stomach. Is also going into the stomach of my entire bloodline.
Glory. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you.
It's almost over. It's almost over. Hold up. Oh, there it is. Y'all, I'm getting a vision. Oh my God, hold on, y'all, I'm getting a vision. Oh my God, I'm getting a vision. Jesus, I see a vision like a television set. I can see it clear. I'm going to tell you what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a vision. I see the inside of a body. I see the intestines. I see the bladder. I see the stuff. I see the inside of a belly. There's no one person in particular. I'm just seeing the inside of a stomach right now. And inside that belly, I'm seeing like the guts and stuff. I'm seeing the organs and stuff. And what I see, God is showing me that every part of that belly is being cleansed out with all infections.
Hallelujah.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it like it's like a cleansing and a wash of the insides of your belly. Evangelist Wendy, do you hear me? First lady, you hear me? Evangelist Gregory, do you hear me? The car sisters, y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Evangelist Annette Payne and Evangelist Grace B, y'all hear me? Your bloodline. Evangelist Ebot, do you hear me? Brother Ross, you hear me? Hold up. Good God Almighty. I see it and I feel it. Hold up, it's almost over. He said, just give it a little more. We're almost finished. Hold on, there it is. I got something to tell you. There are some stomachs in here that was damaged and you didn't even know it.
That's right.
There has been some damage under your stomach.
Yes.
Got something to tell you. One of the things that did damage, God has shown me vision, and Holy Ghost speaking to me right now. Some damage was done to you by something in a food, and you didn't even know it. Something in a food that didn't belong in that food. And then messing with your stomach, and guess what? Trying to sprout some crap. Can't do it now.
Hallelujah.
Hold up. I got something to tell you now. Who in here know the name John Walls? Y'all know John Walls? If you don't know him, tell you who he is. He played for the Washington NBA team. He's a starter team from Kentucky. Named John Walls. He's the point guard. John Walls, y'all hear me? Well, a year ago, he befriended a little 9-year-old little girl named Laisha, I believe she maybe. He befriended her. Laisha was smart. Not only was she smart, but she laughed and played all the time. Her brother said that he was 4 years older, said that she was his best friend. And guess what she do? Her dad said he used to make him nervous, because it seemed like she was before her years and she knew some things. And she said that she would be honest with people. If you stink, she'd tell you stink. Do you hear me? She would say, you stink. But get this. She's on a roll. All of a sudden, she stopped eating. You better hear me. True story. Just saw it yesterday. God just brought it back to my memory that quick. The little girl stopped eating and didn't want to go to school no more. She stopped eating and didn't want to go to school anymore. Guess what they did? Took her to Children's Hospital, and guess what? She had all over her stomach all kinds of diseases that was coming, pushing up her organs, messing with everything in her body. It killed her. She was taking chemo. All her hair was gone. They showed her at the hospital. She didn't want nobody to wake her up to medicine. She was doing a lot of sleeping and hardly no talking. But she befriended John Walls. I didn't know they had a walk for her down in front of the Capitol last year. I didn't know anything about it. Where they were walking with lights. Anyway, she died. John Walls was crying like a baby because he found out as he was getting ready to play against the Boston Celtics at home. He looked up and saw her where she was sick because he started inviting her to games. And they beat Boston in 2 overtimes, and she said something came over him. But after the game, he broke down so much crying about her that he had bent over and crying like a baby. They had to take him out the gym because he loved the little girl. She died from something entering into her belly and killing her. I said that to tell you, not a child in your family will ever have anything to go into your belly. The enemy will kill every one of our children. Ain't nothing going to our children better. Ain't nothing going to your child better. Not in your grandchildren, your grandchildren's children, your great-grandchildren. In the name of Jesus. Okay. Hold on a minute. Now, so that everybody on Periscope know what we laid on the Bible, once I say it, I'm going to have you take it off. And we're going to be done. Y'all ready? Matthew 10:1 on our belly. And when he had called unto him his 12 disciples, he gave them power against unclean spirits to cast them out and to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. Repeat after me. Father in heaven.
Father in heaven.
This is Father's Day.
This is Father's Day.
And you are my Father.
And you are my Father.
Our Father.
Our Father.
Therefore, on this day, Father, I thank you.
Father, I thank you.
That my stomach is sickness and disease proof. My relatives, my loved ones, stomachs are healed, delivered, and free. Nothing in my stomach can prematurely kill us. As of this day, every organ in my body is healed. Healed. In Jesus' name. Give him praise up in here. I'm done. Amen. Our Father. Done. Y'all hear me? Now, before you walk out the door, is there anyone in here who need to rededicate their life to Christ or give their life or join on Father's Day? Say me. If you're joining, say me. If you rededicate, say me. If you give me your life, say me. Say me. If you laid your head down, come on up. If you laid your head down tonight, and God forbid it, and you were to wake up tomorrow, would you know that you're going to heaven? Come on now, you got to know now. You got to know now. Okay, let's just call me sure. Hold on. You knew the mother with the blonde on her head. Yeah, the little girl's mama, you knew the mama. He knew the mama. He said he used to work with the mama. I told you everything touched this church, didn't I tell you? He said he knew the mama because they do live in D.C. And he said he never met the little girl, but he knew the little girl's mom. I'm right here. Now, help me out, Miss Long. Give me a microphone. If you're going to join, if you're going to dedicate, do it now. Yeah. Tell me what you're down here for. Up here for.
Joining the church.
Woo! We're doing that. You already go. Right. Look. He already joined. The husband already joined. So now his beautiful wife. Hold on. Didn't we just heal bellies? Didn't we just heal bellies up in here? Huh? Everything in the belly is covered. That means her child. Also.
Belly system.
That's right, the belly system. Well, look, you tell them your name.
Jennifer Walker.
Jennifer Walker, as of this moment, you are now a brand new member of Heaven's Best Hilton Deliverance Church. And show us some love. I want you to see Evangelist Beverly so she can get your information. Everybody's going to follow me on Periscope, see Evangelist Beverly, so she can get your phone. Don't miss this stuff. I'm getting ready to start doing healing on Periscope. On Periscope. Hear me? But see her, okay? Now, please don't let me not see you here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Bishop Coggins from Florida, powerful man of God. He's going to be here Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday. Let's pack. How about we pack Heaven's Best out 3 nights in a row? This man's flying in from Florida, and I'm telling you something, he's going to bless us real good. Yeah, he's powerful. He's going to sing real good, and he's going to preach real good. He's a very awesome man of God. That's why he hang out with Bishop Paul Desmore and the Winans and everybody else. Father, in the name of Jesus. Hold on, let me sign off. I'm going to sign on Periscope.
saying that
Yeah.
that gentleman there,
Who?
Evangelist Mayfield, invited him. I just walked in.
Oh, hallelujah. God bless you,
He
man.
said he was dealing with acid.
Hold up. See, I see he's a man of God, and he just came in from his church. So he stopped in from his church. He been dealing with acid reflux. Were you able to put a Bible on your belly when you came in? Did you get enough of what we were dealing with?
Yes, I got a little bit of it.
You did?
Yes.
And you got the last part of it too. Then you healed.
Amen.
Okay, acid reflux gone. Elder, a preacher came in here named Elder Pedro.
Yes.
Elder Pedro had acid reflux for a long time, many years. Came in here, we laid that same scripture on him, Matthew 10, on his belly, and he hasn't had it since.
Now I can say, Pastor, I came here 9 years ago.
You did?
And I just got off of drugs and alcohol. You prayed for me. I'm 9 years clean.
Jesus. What's your name, man? What's your name, preacher? Huh?
I'm Tony Williams. I came here and you had me stand on some Bibles. They had Bibles on
What?
Bibles on my chest, Bibles on my head. 9 years ago.
Hold on, y'all. He said 9 years ago he came in here. And we put Bible, he stood on the Bible. We put Bibles on his back, Bibles on his head, and Bibles all on him. And you know what it was that was on him, right, y'all? Matthew 10:1. And you was on drugs and alcohol. Big time?
Yes, I was getting high for 35 years.
Woo, high for 35 years.
9 years clean.
And we prayed for you 9 years ago, and you're 9 years clean. Talk about all the praise. Come on, praise God. You praise God. Yeah, see where you at? See where your granddad is a preacher in? Real up in here. Thank you, man, for telling me that, man.
Love you.
Now here's what we're gonna do. As we get ready to dismiss you, did I bless the sacraments yet? Come on, bring me the sacraments. Now, please, y'all, do me this favor today, y'all. Don't let Miss Lauren hold that seed basket and come back with $5. Hold on, let me get off here first before I talk that. With 5 ones. Periscope, we love you. Keep on tuning in. Whenever you see the black on black crime, the war against black on black crime, you know what I'm dealing with. I'm going to be on there tomorrow. Also, I'm getting ready to start doing healing and miracles. I'm a teacher. It's called Teaching You Public, the Supernatural. That's going to start coming on too. We love you. And when you see Heaven Best, that means we're in here. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, don't miss it, because we're going to have Bishop Randy Coggins up in here. The brother is something else. And we're going to periscope him Wednesday and Thursday and Friday night. So we love you. God bless you. Thank you, Sister